What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Auntie. Yeah, boy. Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what? I'm here with my co-host, Khalil Jamal. They go down every single time we touch this. And you know that. What's up, man? What's the deal? You ready to pod, man? Okay. What's up? What's new? What's new in your life, man?
We got a new tape coming, man. We cooking, bro. We working it. That's for certain. From the desert to the dirty.
Who won what?
You feel me? That's coming.
Okay.
That's coming.
Okay.
A new tape coming. You know, we got some new clothes coming. You know, I really could show y'all a couple. You know what I'm saying? I could show y'all a couple pieces. They sitting right here. You feel me? But I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna take up enough time on the pod like that. But
Nah, show off the pieces, man.
well, since you asked.
You should have had it ready.
I'm gonna step off camera real quick. You know what I'm saying? Come back with some.
Yeah, this is this is the perfect
flavors,
time.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Look, man. Do right here.
This is the perfect place to accentuate yourself and show
This
off
right
your
here.
brand, bro. We
This
gotta
right
see
here
the new pieces.
is a custom piece. You know what I'm saying? This is a worthy hat with the distressed brim. You know what I'm saying? The patches on the side, and then on the back, right there, y'all see that? You see that says FTC. And what y'all don't know is FTC is my brand. You know what I'm saying? That's what I stand on. This is called the Few and Trusted Committee. This is what you're going to be seeing from Khalil Jamal in the next couple years. But look, we rocking that worthy W on the hat. Everything beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Custom pieces. You can throw it on. Show off your little Show off your little You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Okay.
All right, this one right here. This one right here. This just the classic, the green, emerald green, emerald haze. That's gonna have a lot more context in the next couple months. Classic worthy hat. You know what I'm saying? Classic worthy cap with the worthy script. You know what I'm saying? You see how it's going down. You know, and that's all I got to show y'all right now, man. Cause like I said, I wasn't fully prepared to show y'all, but
That's lit.
you know, y'all got a couple pieces. You know what I'm saying? Couple things for y'all to see.
They always want to see some new
of course,
ideas from both.
Yeah,
of us.
for sure.
Gotta have the shit ready to show.
And we talked about that. We talked about having our solo videos on the channel weekly. Maybe that'll be the time where I get to show y'all like what we working on as far as like the worthy brand, what we working on as far as the clothing, the music. You know, it's a lot coming, man. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. I'm glad y'all still tuning in. Glad y'all locked in. It's 300 of y'all now. You know what I'm saying? So this year we just looking to grow the community, connect in a real way, and you know.
Yeah, we trying to get that out, man. We need 1,000 of y'all. You feel me? We need 700 more. So y'all make sure y'all share shit.
Share it up.
Comment. You know, show somebody new. Let's just get some more people onto the conversation, man. Because that's all this pod is, man. We like to sit back. We analyze our weeks, and we like to have conversations about whatever.
And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? We like to have conversations and talk about shit that we like to talk about on a regular basis. That's these clothes. That's this rap culture, and sometimes, you know, unfortunately, we got to talk about tragedy, and that leads us into our first topic of the week. Minnesota, Renee Good was killed by ICE agents. 37-year-old mom of three, killed in a traffic. It's not even a traffic jam. It's almost like a traffic blunder. You know what I'm saying? Where she was on the street of her house. It was ICE agents out there. You know, and for me, from jump, I'm thinking about why are there ICE agents in Minnesota? You know what I'm saying?
There's ICE agents everywhere. They heavy here in Texas too.
In Texas, it makes more sense because Texas is right there close to the border of Mexico. For me, Minnesota seems like a very
Yeah, but there's a lot of Spanish people in a lot of these. Not even
my
just
point
Spanish.
is
There's a lot
not
of
a lot.
foreign people spread
My
across
point
the
is
United
there's
States.
not a lot of people there, of Hispanic people there. I did the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I've researched this. Minnesota is predominantly white, 80%. Then you break it down to about 5% black, 5% Asian, 5% Hispanic. So I'm often just wondering why such a heavy presence was needed in Minnesota. But that's besides the point. But I think it'll add to my point that I make later on. Again, she was killed. Again, mother of three, killed in the car with her wife, trying to pull off by an ICE agent.
With her wife. Oh,
yes.
Man. That's crazy work. Mother of three with a wife?
Yeah.
Well, you know, R.I.P. her, but that's a little weird, man.
Explain.
But it's that our culture has shifted into everybody being bisexual and gay. You know, that's beside the point. You know, like I said, R.I.P. her, but 3 kids, like a mother of 3 with a wife, is kind of crazy.
That's besides
I think
that
if you have 3 kids with a man,
to make right now, though. I'm just describing who she is.
Yeah. I'm just saying, as having, if you have 3 kids with a man, you should stay with that man, unless, you know. I mean, obviously there's extraneous circumstances where you wouldn't stay with that man, but I feel like, you know, it's crazy. Anyway, that's beside the point.
Killed.
Go on.
And what seemed to be like a argument between her and the ICE agents. She obviously was letting people pass by because she lived on the street, and she tried to pull off. 2 of the ICE agents were near her car. One of the agents alleged that he was hit, and there was an angle where it seemed like he did get hit a little bit, but he fired his weapon and shot her, killed her. 37 years old. And a lot of people were in uproar about it. 1, because this lady got killed in such an aggressive manner. 2, because not too long after that, Donald Trump came onto Twitter and he basically showed his support for the ICE agent and ICE agents all around. And I think people's issue with this, my issue with this, is that it sets a precedent for people worldwide or countrywide. You know, when these people are given free reign to just shoot and use aggressive force in manners where it's not necessarily needed. I think when people see that, it causes hysteria. But I think once it's backed by government officials, it could cause even more hysteria. So a lot of people were talking about how Donald Trump backing it just shows his character. A lot of people were actually championing him last week when it came to the Venezuelan president, where he kidnapped them, basically, him and his wife. And, you know, I just wonder what people who back that kind of think about this.
I think that those are 2 different issues. You know, one has to do with something that's happening domestically, and the other one is happening overseas. So I think that when you see something happening overseas, you're less empathetic than you are to things that are happening closer to you. it is crazy that they use deadly force, which even for all law enforcement, I feel like just the amount of assault that can be given to any type of official in our society is so minuscule compared to if it happened between two regular citizens. Okay, he was hit a little bit, he was bumped by a car. Does that mean that you have to shoot and kill someone? Like that's where I draw the line. I feel like our police officers and our ICE agents, they need other weapons other than just the bullets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're so quick to always grab a gun. Okay, she tapped you with her car. All right.
On her street,
Come
though.
on
On
does
her
she have
street,
to die
though,
for
like,
that?
on the street that she lived.
My whole thing is, does she have to die for that? You know what I mean? And it happens a lot. I could see if she had a knife. I mean, you can consider a car a deadly weapon, but I don't think that everybody that does an assault towards an official should have to be killed. You know what I mean? They should have other weapons. Maybe a fucking something less lethal. Okay, yeah, they have tasers, but something less lethal than just fucking killing someone.
100%.
You know what I mean? It happens too often, and if we have an example, like if this happened between two regular citizens, right? If a regular citizen was tapped by a car or scraped by a car or whatever by another party, and they shoot that person dead, they'd be on trial for murder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether they beat it or not is up to the self-defense shit. But
that's why I say, like, sometimes it's
when it comes to these officials, there's no murder there. It's not only is it not murder, but it's backed by the president of the United States. So I think that I don't think that anybody being taken away back to wherever their country is should be killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there's going to be a fight, but if it ends in death, then what are we really doing? So and then when Trump supports it, it's kind of like, so you're saying that it's okay if they act out, then just kill them.
People in a tricky position because let's just say you do support Trump, or let's say you support anybody else. Like, and this is politicians worldwide, right? Because each side has hypocrisies that they stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think anytime we as the people back somebody, people look at it as like absolute, right? So I know you, and I know that last week you were kind of like championing the Venezuelan thing, right? But I know that you wouldn't look at this murder happen and be like, yeah, I stand with ICE agents. I know you wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't have to agree with somebody 100%.
And that's why
you can have certain things that you agree with,
now,
and other things that you disagree
with. Everything is so absolute. Like, you have to be hard right or hard left. Like, and I feel like when it comes to like human issues, humanitarian issues, there is a gray spot with certain shit. But as a politician, you have to lean a certain way because it's the most visceral reaction. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say sometimes we as the people, I think we sometimes have to reserve the right to be just human, bro. Like, human. Because again, you might have been proud of what happened in Venezuela. It might have made us look like bosses and like, oh shit, we really just did that, right? But then when you see this, it's like, oh, it's like a quick realization that, oh, okay, this is still America and shit like this can still happen. So, and then
yeah, but like I said, those are two different issues. One is about domestic thing, the other one is about foreign. So I think that
you do know that ICE agents deal with immigrants, correct?
I understand, but what I'm saying is the Venezuelan thing happened offshore. It didn't happen here in the United States, right? So like my point before was that when things happen outside of the United States, people are less empathetic towards it, especially United States citizens when things happen here on our home front, it
I
hits
agree
home
with that.
a little bit
My
differently.
my point is in totality
Especially
that when you have even just international issues, you can be proud of something internationally and then quickly realize that, oh, it's not what I just hyped it up to be.
I think it has more to do with Trump than either of those. I think it's just about Trump. Like one week you're with Trump, the next week you're against Trump. You know what I mean? I think that's what the main issue is, and I think that's what a lot of people's issue with this is. You know, so going on to your point, you're right. I mean, but it's just like having a friend. You don't 100% agree with everything that they say or they do. You know, some people do things that you don't agree with. So, you know, you can be with them. It's just like if your friend has a fight, right? And they start a fight for some bullshit that you don't agree with, but they're getting beat up, so you help them. Y'all prevail at the end. But then you have a talk with them later on and be like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, the shit that we just fought for was stupid as fuck, and it's your fault. Right. You know what I mean? But, you know, at the time, you stand by them. So, anyway, I just think it's crazy that people being taken back to their country or whatever the case may be, are being killed. Like, come on, bro. I don't think they have to be killed in any fashion. I could see if they have a gun.
I do want to say that,
you know what I'm saying?
Renee Good was actually an American citizen. She was from Minnesota. She was a white lady.
Yeah, and that causes an even more uproar because you know what it is that the last year or two, these ICE agents have been going crazy. They're acting like the FBI. Like, they're going to Walmarts, they're going to different places, and they're asking people who look Spanish or look whatever, Indian, Asian, hey, are you from this country?
And that's why I say I don't
that's
think
crazy.
These two are separate things, because it, like, kidnapping a president, that's a immigrant thing. Like, that's I'm taking this immigrant. And then you have people going into these stores looking for people, knocking on people's doors. Like, there's a list of murders that have happened by ICE agents, right? And it's them taking them out.
I feel like the real comparison is just the foreign thing. Like,
but it just going to show you how the government feels about
it's
foreign, the current
bro.
Administration.
One has to do with our country.
It has more.
Our country's alliance with other countries.
It's not necessarily.
Well, I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
More so
I guess you're right.
The administration. You know what I'm saying? It's more so like. Yeah, it's more so about the minute.
It makes sense. Yeah, they're both foreign issues. But as far as but we don't really have. This is not the military we're talking about. We're talking about ICE. You know what I mean? The other stuff happens from a military strike for whatever reason.
Bro,
this is crazy. I don't feel like the same force should be used that we use against another country should be used in our country.
Not at all. I think as Americans, we've been so divided that we don't feel that same empathy for one another. They're like, oh, are you left or are you right? And then that kind of makes it damn near like you're another country for you know what I'm saying? And there's no middle ground amongst one another, because I do think this whole left-right thing that's kind of been, or like, are you Trump or are you not Trump? Like, this whole thing has divided the country so much that we almost see each other as immigrants ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So, as fucked up as it is, man, prayers to that lady's family, man. Prayers to her 3 kids, her ex-husband who came out and, you know, basically said she was a great woman, like she was a great mother, all these things. It did come out that her and her wife did kind of help, like, with protests and shit, but that still doesn't mean that she deserved to die, bro. There also was a report that officer who killed her was actually, like, he had got in an altercation earlier that week where he, like, was drug up the street, like, on some crazy shit, like. So I just think when something like that happens to an officer, man, he's not going back into the streets thinking logically, bro. He's thinking like, nah, it's kill or be killed out here. And unfortunately, Renee Good lost her life because of that. So Hey man, again, prayers to the family, and to all people. I don't even want to say black people, specifically black people and Hispanic people. Just be careful, man. Just be careful, for real.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that sentiment. Our country is becoming crazy with this ICE shit, though. I think that ICE agents really need to diet down a bit. I've seen ICE people rip people out of cars and pull up on a car 5 deep and jump out and grab the guy out of the car. Like, come on, bro. All right, you're sending them back to this country. This is not. You're not getting terrorists. You're not getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like just the level of aggression that they're using it needs to be dialed down a bit. All right. You don't need to kill people. You don't need to fucking rip them. Like, come on, bro. You're not getting fucking criminals and drug. Like, a lot of these people are regular people.
Nah, it's definitely fucked up, man. So, unfortunately, a life was lost. So prayers to her family, and we gonna keep staying safe out here, man, because this shit getting crazy, for real. Shit, you got anything you want to talk about though? Sure.
Yeah. This is a whole separate topic, man. Pooh Shiesty went
Damn,
back to jail,
what the
bro.
fuck? I didn't even know that. What?
Yep, federal agents raided his house. I don't think it had to do anything specifically with Pooh Shiesty. But I just think he was in a spot where he shouldn't have been. And you know, he's still I think he's on probation or parole or some shit like that. Something like that. So yeah, motherfucker's back in jail. So you know, he had an original sentence of 20 years. They put it down to 10. I think he did 4 or 5, but he still has an 8-year sentence. So I think he's gonna have to do a little bit of time. I don't know how long, but man, free Pooh, bro. Free Pooh Shiesty.
And man, honestly, that goes to what I'm gonna talk about next too. It goes perfectly with that. Just watching the people you are around. You know what I'm saying? It's shit that you surround yourself with, because something like this could happen. This is obviously one of the worst things that could happen. You know what I'm saying? Either going to jail or dying, being around somebody you're not supposed to be around, is some of the most saddening shit, right? What I want to talk about is Offset. Bro, if y'all haven't seen, man, this girl Celina Powell has been going on a media run, exposing all of Offset's business, talking about his money problems, recording him in the bed sleep, like basically went on an interview, hour-long podcast, just talking about all his drama with Cardi B, all his drama with QC. And it's like, bro, at this point, y'all know what this girl about. She kind of gave y'all 10 years of knowing what she's about. She exposes shit. She gets on the internet. She tells her side of things. So the idea that you would keep fucking this girl and then tell her your personal business is just insane to me, bro. It's fucking insane. Like, nobody should know you had to pay QC $10 million. Then Cardi B divorced you, so you was down to your last couple million. Like, why does she know this? Why does she know this? And my thing is, it be the same motherfuckers in their music talking about keeping it P. You feel me? In respect to Offset, because I fuck with the album. What? I fuck with the shit. But sometimes you gotta live what you say, bruh. Like, this hoe should not be knowing all this fucking information. Now she going on a podcast run, probably getting 10 a show, this a show. You know what I'm saying? 10 a episode or 10 a appearance. Like, no. That's not the way this shit's supposed to go. We not supposed to be hearing this information from Celina Powell. Nigga, Cardi B just had an album and she didn't say all this shit.
Yeah, but it just goes to show it's all about who you spend your time with. I think that Offset was desperate. See, the thing about it is, a lot of these motherfuckers fuck with Celina Powell. They just do it behind the scenes. So, I feel like a lot of them pillow talk to her and tell her a whole bunch of shit. And then you gotta realize, man, so this is not the same Celina Powell from back in the day, the broke little bitch or whatever. Celina Powell is a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? She's made millions off OnlyFans and all her other ventures that she has. So I think a lot of rappers and a lot of people, because she was just in the same shit with Lil Meech, you know what I mean? A lot of stars see her because she's kind of ditzy. She's kind of like a sucker for what she perceives to be love, and she has the money. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people, they do get with her because of that, despite everything that she's said and everything that she's done. But Offset, I feel like right now he's in a spiral. Like Offset is spiraling down. It makes sense. We didn't really believe it when Lil TJ called Offset broke because he borrowed $10,000 from him and blew it at the casino. You know what I mean? We didn't want to believe it, but comes out that Celina basically told us why the fuck Offset is broke. He had to pay QC $10 million, and he's $2 million in debt to Uncle Sam. So that's all his money. That's really why I think that the divorce with Cardi B is so rocky because it's so rocky because she was probably his backbone for the most part. As far as financially to get big things, you know what I'm saying? And I think that now that they're broken up, that he's struggling. He's struggling. So see, but my whole thing about Offset, right? I think Offset is an idiot, bro. Because after Takeoff died, it was before that because him and the Migos have broken up before that. But I just think that he should have kept his head down and he should have stayed with his brothers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He went off to do this solo thing because I guess he thought he was Michael Jackson or whatever the fuck. But a few years later, it didn't pan out like that. And now nobody really wants to hear from Offset as far as rap. I mean, of course, he makes decent music, but he's not a superstar. He's not a superstar by himself. You know what I mean? And I think that's affected him mentally. He thought that if he went solo, that he was gonna go up, which he had a few moments, but I think that a lot of those moments came from being backed by the fans of Cardi B.
See, my thing is, I think it just.
So I think now it's stupid, and also, I also think he's stupid for wanting out of the deal with QC, right? For what? You could have just let them promote your music. You could have still been putting out albums. You thought that they were taking too much money, so you pay him $10 million? You're an idiot. Offset is a fucking idiot, and that's why he's broke. That's why he doesn't have Cardi B, and that's why he's going through this shit with Celina and all this other shit because he's spiraling out. He's fucking bitches, whatever. But I don't feel like he's made the right choices the last couple of years as far as his career and as far as his marriage. All that shit is going down the fucking drain. And now you got fucking Celina Powell, the biggest fucking exposer that one of them that we've seen in the rap community. She's exposed so many people from Snoop Dogg to Lil Meech to Kevin Durant to Shaq. There's so many people that she's exposed. It's kind of like getting in bed with the devil. Like you already know what the fuck you're signing up for, and you still signed up for it. So, man, fuck Offset, bro.
I'll say this. I think when you, just from a business standpoint, when you take that big of a risk on yourself, you're gonna have to have a couple years where you're down and out. You know what I'm saying? $10 million is not a little bit of money. That's a lot of fucking money to bet on yourself with. You know what I'm saying? So, if he felt like that deal was unfavorable and he could go get more, then by all means bet on yourself.
But they made him the They made him the money that he had. Matter, you know what I'm saying?
That doesn't matter, bro. That doesn't matter. It
matters now.
But what I'm saying is, in that moment, it doesn't matter. And when you're thinking,
nah, I get it. His mindset.
It doesn't matter. When you take, if you bet $10 million on yourself, that nigga, your confidence is that I can go get 20, 30, 40.
Too confident.
I don't think he's too confident. I think it's just gonna take time to get there. Like Offset's album.
Nah, it's over for Offset.
It's not. Shout out Offset.
How much
it doesn't
his album
matter
sell?
how much his album sold. Album sales are kind of minuscule today.
How?
Because all of this shit is streaming and can be manipulated. We're talking about pure album sales. There's only one person doing great pure album sales, and her name is Taylor Swift, bro.
What I'm saying
but as
is
far
that,
as singles,
that it's
as far
still
as,
a reflection of where he is now.
Offset has singles that are doing well. He has a lot of things that are like that are looking up. It's just gonna take time.
So why is he asking Celina Powell for $15,000?
I don't know. I don't know.
He's not doing well, Kay. He's not doing well, buddy. He's not doing well. Why are you?
I don't know his financial situation. What I'm saying is, when you take that big of a risk on yourself, and you spend that much money to get your essentially your freedom back, it's gonna take time to rebuild. So there are gonna be low years. There are gonna be years where he's not the top earner. Like there's just gonna be years for that. Like there's time for that. Like it's like us doing this podcast, bro. We don't make no money from this podcast at all, but we still put the time in because we know that it's an investment, and over time it can start to see more residual gains. I think he was upset or not happy with the percentage that he was getting, and he had to pay a big thing forward in order to get things back. But they don't come back in a lump sum. They come back slowly but surely. Why he was borrowing $15K from the girl, I don't know. Do I think Offset doesn't have $15K at all? No, I don't. I think he saw a girl that he could finesse. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. You know, so I think that's a crazy risk? Yes. $10 million is a lot of fucking money. You can get $10 million right now, and if you live a certain way, you can survive off that for the rest of your natural born life. You can. So that's a big risk to take. Salute to him for taking that risk, but it's not gonna come with, like everybody's not Drake where you can drop 10 mil and then go spend another 300, 400,000 every week. Everybody's not that. Offset's just gonna have to kind of like ease his way back into 10 million, 15 million, $20 million status. And I think he could do it, man. Like I said, I think he's one of the most consistent rappers out there, and there's a lot of value in that. A lot of the big dogs, they only drop every couple years. The only big dog that drops every year is Drake, and that's kinda because he did an album with Party, but his last album was in 2023. So even his clip is starting to get like not less, but more so like is more calculated. The same way a Kendrick is, the same way a Cole is. They're not gonna drop every year. Same way with Future. Like Future has even been low the past year. You know what I'm saying? But you still need people to feed the market. And I think that's the type of artist Offset is. He's that mid-tier artist that's going to drop every year and feed the market and give it what it needs. And I think he can make $10 to $15 million doing that. That's just my opinion. Shout out Offset. Stop telling Celina Powell your fucking business, bro. Because, again, we should not know this shit at all. So, shout out to them. On to another person who needs to chill with the fucking P-stars. Zion Williamson. He gets another porn star pregnant, bro. Another one. Another one bites the dust. What do you think about this?
Honestly, I don't care, and I don't think that a lot of people should either. And the reason I say that is because he can get pregnant whoever the fuck he wants. He's a fucking multi-millionaire. The only reason that it's news, is because of Zion Williams and because it happened before.
You don't think?
Which porn star is it?
Her name.
Which porn star is it?
Dope Chick 69.
Is she bad? Hold on, let me
Look her
look
up.
it up. Dope chick 69. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, we could really talk about what this Zion shit looks like.
Let me look her up.
I think our boy might be addicted to the porn, bro. Zion might be addicted to that porn, man. And then he has access to where he can like just reach out to the porn star. That's a dangerous combination.
Yeah. I just feel like Zion shouldn't be getting him pregnant. You know what I mean? Who cares who
Look,
who
bro,
get
if you
pregnant
want
at the same
to
time?
hit this
Bro,
joint, cool, great, hit as you please.
Yeah, but getting her pregnant is like a whole nother thing. And then on top of that, like now you got to pay this bitch all this money.
Nah.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Look,
whatever. You got the
my
money,
thing-
whatever. But now you got to pay
my
this
thing
bitch
is, it was
for the
prison.
rest
So
of the
apparent-
kid's life, and you have a kid with a fucking
Look, bro.
night stalker. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna be a good dad because you don't want the kid. She's not gonna be a good mom because she's only having the
Bro.
kid to get the money.
Look, bro.
You know what I mean? I doubt that a lot of these people
My
are even
thing
in
is,
love.
of course
You know what I mean? And I think that plays a major factor in having a kid. You got to be in love with the person that you're having a kid with for the relationship and for your relationship and your relationship with the kid to be the best that it can be.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
You know what though, like.
So stop getting these
My thing
bitches
is-
pregnant, Zion. You don't even need to get nobody
My thing
pregnant.
is, a lot of these girls are also escorts, right? Here's my thing. Your body, your choice, right? I feel like the rules should differ if you're selling this to me. Here's what I mean. One, hold on. I had notes about this, bro, because to me, if Zion bought pussy from this girl, I feel like legally she should not be able to keep the baby. And that's kind of fucked up, but I feel like that's such a big power imbalance. And yes, he should be hitting this joint with a condom. Yes. But come on, bruh. She's selling this shit. And on top of that,
Yeah, I think the law should be changed as far as like
on top of that,
having a kid.
I'm paying for confidence.
Women shouldn't be the only people that
I'm
get
paying
to
for
choose.
confidentiality, bruh. She did not have to come out with this shit, nigga.
Yes, she did because he refused. He doesn't want the kid, so now she's hurt, and he doesn't want to see her anymore because now she's pregnant. So now the only thing that she can do to keep on getting the money is go public. Like, it makes perfect sense. That's all she can do because he doesn't want nothing to do with her no more. Why would you get pregnant if you know that I don't want a kid? Exactly. Because you want the money. Stop. It's all about the money. Anytime I see a chick with a millionaire and she's having a kid that he doesn't want, it's all about the money. It's always about the money.
Be able to.
She's a prostitute. She shouldn't be having a kid. This nigga, she hit the jackpot. That's how she's seeing it. She hit the jackpot. She got Zion Williamson. Nigga, she probably Googled him, seen his net worth, and was like, nah, if he gets me pregnant, I'm having it. Knowing he don't want you like that. That shit is crazy. And you know what's crazy? A lot of women do that shit.
My thing is,
when they get with a baller guy.
Nigga, that happened with Mariah Mills. It's
his fault. It's his fault for sure. But that's what I'm saying. It's the same chick. He's doing it. He's fucking the same chick over and over again, escorts, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Man, y'all need, especially when you're in a good position, when you're successful, you gotta watch out. I feel like a broken record even saying this. Like, you gotta watch out, obviously, because they want your money. Like, duh. That's the only reason that they're with you. A lot of you know what it is. A lot of these guys that gain success and gain fame and money, a lot of them didn't really get women to begin with. You know what I'm saying? When they were in high school or whatever, they didn't get the women that they wanted, right? So now that they have the status and the money, now they can get the type of women that they want, but they don't realize that all those beautiful women and all of these bad chicks, bro, all they want is the money. That's it. Like, they're with you because you have the money, you have this lifestyle that they want to live, right? And the only way for a escort type of woman to continue to live that lifestyle is either A, she has to keep on getting more and more men that have millions, or she has to have a baby with a millionaire. And you're the fucking idiot that fucked her with no condom and got her pregnant. So I think he deserves it, bro.
She's in a situation where she's looking at two different dudes to potentially be her baby daddy, bro. There's some dude named Jimmy Smacks and then Zion. So
that's
it's
what
like,
I'm saying, like, you know what I mean?
Bro, why is your name even? Your name should not.
Why are you fucking a chick with no condom
in this
that fucks another guy?
Be in this conversation, bro. Like Zion, like for real, bro. I just seen you do a crazy ass dunk last night, and that your teammates clowned you for. Your name shouldn't even be in this, bro. For real, for real.
It is, because Zion is young and dumb and he's fucking all these porn stars and shit, but he don't know how to wear a condom and he don't care about wearing a condom because he's like, I'm Zion, I'm a millionaire. Not realizing that, bro, this money dries up. This money dries up. You know how many basketball players are broke and how many have had all these kids and they don't have no money and it's the same story every single time. But when you're young and you're dumb and you never had this type of shit before, you're fascinated by this type of shit. So you don't listen to the OGs before you that are telling you, hey, you know, a lot of these chicks is gonna want your money, blah blah blah. Oh no, that couldn't happen to me. Boom, you get an escort pregnant. Now you might be the baby daddy or somebody else might be the baby daddy. It's a lot of ghetto bullshit, but that's why you need to wear a condom. Either that or just get a girlfriend, bro. Just get a girlfriend.
Bro, she can. Yeah, I guess it's the only way that she's gonna get a DNA test. So I guess it's like you kind of have to do this.
Of course, she's gonna get a DNA test. She wants it to be Zion so that she could be set for the next 18, 20 years.
See, but the kid is 3 years old. Like, god damn.
For women, bro, it's kind of like putting your money into crypto or putting your money into the stocks or some shit like that. They put it in there, right? And they don't know at first, but then as soon as they get pregnant, boom, jackpot. Now their money is up for 18, 20 years. You know what I mean? So it's the lifestyle, man. A lot of these women are like that, though. A lot of these women go, they play the escort business. They go from man to man, and then when they find a sucker that's willing to really get them pregnant, then they have to capitalize off that. That's why they keep the kid, knowing that they don't want it. That's when it becomes my body, my choice. That's when it becomes, oh no, I want to have this baby and blah 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 blah. But they didn't have a baby with the McDonald's guy that they was fucking a few years earlier. You know what I mean? They got rid of that baby, but when it has to do with a millionaire, of course you're gonna keep it. You know, and that's why you can't really trust a lot of these women nowadays, right? It's just the culture that we're in. A lot of these women just think they want a guy with some money, and when they find him, they want to get pregnant by him. It's a trap, and it's not even for the benefit or the love. It's always about the money. Whether it starts with the money or it ends with the money, it's always about the money. And then every time, when things get rocky, then they put out all your business, and then you still got to pay them.
or at least deal with
the next step in that,
with the public embarrassment for a couple weeks while you figure out whether this kid is yours or not. Because what if this kid is not even Zion? That's the real shit.
It doesn't matter. It did what it was gonna do. She got her little rise in fame. She got her little 15 minutes of fame, whether it's Zion's or not. Now your name is always connected to Zion's. Blah 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 blah. Man, women are very diabolical when it comes to this type of shit. And then the next step in that is to get you to marry him, so that they could take half. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to my original point, bro. I think that a lot of these laws should be rewritten. You know what I mean? A lot of these laws that are supposed to be about family really only benefit the woman. It brings the woman up. Meanwhile, it brings the man down. And I don't think that should. I don't think that should be the thing. If you're with somebody, okay, you deserve something. But getting half of somebody's fortune is ridiculous. I don't care what it is. I don't care what happened. Getting half of somebody's fortune.
Yeah, I mean, she won't get half. That nigga already has.
No matter what.
Like another kid. Like she's gonna get her little money if the kid is hers, but she ain't getting half of shit.
Oh yeah. They're not married. I'm saying with the marriage thing, with the marriage aspect.
Yeah,
thing.
Nigga, that girl is getting. That girl's gonna get $15,000 a month. It is.
Shit, that's good, bro. That's good. That's damn near $200,000 a year. That's a starting doctor salary.
Of course, but nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not like she's about to get a crazy amount of bread, nigga. Like he already has other kids.
Bro, that's good. That is a crazy amount of bread, bro. Most people don't make $200,000.
His bread.
Yeah, but she doesn't want that, right? Look. She doesn't want to. Well, of course, she wants to be a millionaire and get millions and blah blah blah, right? Anybody would want that, but if you have a child with somebody and now you're able to get $200,000 a year, you're a doctor.
For 18 years.
Now you can get somebody else. Yeah. Come on, you're a doctor for 18. That's great. Of course she wants that. Like, what do you mean? She was just broke. Living 10,000 to 10,000 to 10,000 whenever she's doing her escort shit, and now she gets to be a doctor for 18 years. Like, come on, bro.
About you're still doing OnlyFans?
How they're broke.
I've long retired that.
Yeah. Oh, you're still.
I've long retired that.
And then imagine, then she starts another bro, she's finna go up. She's finna make thousands of dollars just being connected to Zion. People are searching her up. People are looking at her. People are subscribing to her YouTube. People are just subscribing to her Instagram, bro. People are fucking subscribing to her OnlyFans. It's only good for her.
I mean, hey, man. You love what you love, bro. You love what you love.
Bro, Zion doesn't love her.
I'm not talking about love. I'm not talking about love
with her.
He loves this type, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he just wants to smash, bro, and they always try to keep the baby. That's the problem. It's his problem and their problem. The woman, because they're fucking greedy and all they want is the money. Him, because he's an idiot. You have all this money and all this talent and shit, and you keep on getting fucking escorts pregnant. You're an idiot. They're both idiots.
But yeah, you're right. Shit.
Nah, say it, bruh. Being PC on the pod is crazy.
Nigga.
You scared?
I just I have a girl.
Yeah, you scared of what they gonna say to you on TikTok.
Who watches the show. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. But shout out to Zion. If you did get her pregnant, cool.
Shout out to Zion for getting a fucking escort pregnant. Man, fuck Zion.
Shout out Zion, bro. If this is what you
fuck Zion,
bro,
nigga.
You like it, I love it, brother. hey, leave the Pelicans though, bro. Come on, man. Like, leave them niggas, bro. You seen B.I. went to the Raptors and he going crazy. I don't know where you could go, but you need to go somewhere, bro. You need to get your ass out there south.
And another news, he needs to get the fuck out of there. Bro, get the fuck off that team. Why are you still on that team fucking 10 years later? I mean, not 10, but 5 years later. Like, bro, get off that team. Go somewhere else where you can actually be a valuable asset. Like, Zion's cool.
He
But
need to get out
I
the
don't
South,
think
bro.
that he has panned out to be the superstar that we thought he was gonna be when he came out of
course.
high school, bro. I mean, when he came out of college, bro. He's not the superstar that we thought. He's okay. He's cool. I mean, but it's a lot of other players that I'd rather have on the team.
And he's still
other than
exceptionally
Zion.
young, man. He's not old at all. Like, he's still very young. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if he stays healthy, I think he'll be good. But, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he'll be all right. I mean, he's not doing nothing crazy. There's people that are better than him.
This stat line ain't gonna get it done, though, nigga. 22, 5, and 3.
Garbage.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
it's
cool,
not bad.
but
It's not horrible.
It's not superstar numbers. That's,
that's
star numbers.
That's that.
That's a regular. That's
We could
regular
go
numbers for somebody who's good in the
get 22 a
NBA.
game, nigga.
Nigga, LeBron is scoring that, and he's
That's a
fucking
fact.
40.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Zion, get it together, man. Like, get out the South. Get out the South. That's my only advice to niggas, bro. Get out the South, bro. Them hoes, they different, fool. They different, boy. And you an easy lick, fool. Like, you, bruh, them hoes, bruh, I know they talking to his ass so slick, fool. Like, he don't even know what's happening to him. Like, he thinks shit smooth, shit sweet, no Sirski.
Yeah, and it's a lot of these older women too. Is
What?
older women is in
What?
they kind of in their 30s, almost 40s, and they fucking
Bro,
getting his ass.
Easy lick, boy.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, you know Zion? Yeah, I'm gonna give you his number, girl. I got a couple thousand out of him. You
I'm
can
gonna
too.
recommend you. Come on, bro. I promise you. Hey, this shit wicked, boy. Zion get.
I just feel like as an NBA superstar, you shouldn't be in the news for anything other than some shit you
That's
did in
a
the
fact.
NBA. If you're in the news
That's a
for
fact.
some other shit,
That's a
then
fact.
you're garbage.
Hey, look, my
You're
nigga.
garbage.
You already see Memphis trying to trade Ja already, bro. They 11. I read a stat last night that this season they're 11-10 without Ja, and they're 6-12 with Ja.
Yeah, he needs to get up out of there too. Like, I think him and Memphis already ran his course. He's been a superstar of the team a few years ago. You know, he had the shit with the gun, and that really died him down a little bit. But I think if he goes somewhere else,
I think he's just not fucking with the coaches.
because a lot of teams could use Ja Morant. A lot of teams could
Memphis.
use.
I mean Minnesota. Minnesota could use Ja Morant.
A lot of teams could use
Minnesota
him, bro, so
Could
I
use
don't
Ja
think it's
Morant
done.
for sure. But they're gonna have to give up some key pieces for Ja, so never mind. But it is some teams that could use Ja for sure.
He needs a younger team. He needs a young team where everybody's some dogs,
Well, I would say the Hornets,
and then
but
he can get back to doing what he's doing.
they got LaMelo Ball. And look,
Yeah, and also I think LaMelo needs to get off the Hornets. Like, he is cool, but like I said, I think, like, you know, you're there for a few years, y'all don't win, you know, they're still good, but bro, move
shit,
around.
LaMelo not doing so bad though. Like he a 1, but he doing.
I'm not saying he's doing bad, but that team is not. The team ain't it. Not LaMelo. LaMelo's a beast. But all right, get the fuck off of there. Get to another team where you could really do some shit, nigga. Win a championship. God damn, nigga, get to the playoffs.
Do you know who the fuck these niggas is up against? These niggas up against some dogs right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Jay.
Yeah, they need
Nigga,
to
we
team
talking
up with a
about
different team.
JB keeping Celtics top 5 without JT. This nigga come back healthy during the playoffs, bruh. Boston might fuck around and win again.
I just don't think any team that LaMelo Ball is the first scorer on, and the same thing with Ja Morant. I don't think any teams where they're the first option,
Because his niggas way colder than them, bro.
they're not winning.
It's winning.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're not
Niggas
winning.
don't got, them
They're
niggas
not
don't got
winning all the
teams,
way.
bruh.
I mean,
Like, like them. LaMelo
so
won.
they gotta be
Ja
superstars.
won. Like, they bring the ball up. and pretty much see what play they're gonna run. Them niggas don't have great twos on their team. I don't even know who the two for the Grizzlies is. I don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. As a point guard, if you're averaging 25, that means that you got to do all the scoring.
See, but that's what I'm saying, though, bro. That's why I say I think Minnesota needs a one, bro. But I just don't know if I would give up Ja for anybody on Minnesota. I mean, give up anybody on my Minnesota team for Ja. But they need a one.
It'd be more of a trade than that. It'd be you have to give up some pieces. You got to give up some picks in the years to come and all types of shit. So they might have a package for him. But I just think him and LaMelo need to get the fuck off them teams, get somewhere else, have a fresh start, and just play with some other people, bro. Y'all not winning no championships on these teams. And then y'all going to go the whole career saying, oh, my God, Ja was so great and LaMelo was so great, but they never won. Garbage.
So I'm seeing the Bulls. I'm seeing the Clippers. The Wolves, they said, are lukewarm. Toronto, Miami, Milwaukee. I don't know. He actually might be decent in Milwaukee, bro. I think he needs somebody like a Giannis that's older and that's kind of like done it. Like he's won the championship and has been a part of a championship team, and it could kind of give that balance to Ja that he's kind of looking for. But I feel like he needs somebody else that's ball dominant, which Giannis is definitely ball dominant. And he'll get the job done. So Milwaukee might not be a bad one. Milwaukee,
Yeah, maybe.
Ja in Milwaukee, yeah, that'd be crazy. But anyway, moving forward, it's enough sports for today. Yo, welcome home, Fetty. Welcome home, Fetty. I know we talked about Pooh Shiesty going back in jail, but we got some good news, man. Welcome home, Fetty. One of the only niggas to go and catch a seasonal hit while in jail. I want y'all to know, man. That Yams joint, it's gonna hit every holiday, bro. I heard it this holiday, and I was like, damn, bro, this motherfucker hitting, especially the one with Charlie Wilson. But Fetty came home just in time for the new year, and I don't know if he gonna jump in the studio. I'd actually prefer him not to. I hate when we see rappers get out and go immediately to the studio. It's like, bro, just live a little bit. Like, get acclimated to life again. Like, get in your bag again so we can get some good music from you. But again, Fetty, that nigga looking swole, so he wasn't in there just chilling. So he probably is gonna come out, go right to the studio, get the drop of music, cause like we all know, if y'all want to talk about greatest 1 year run ever, we gotta talk about Fetty, bro. The industry fucked him after that, but that 1 year where Trap Queen dropped, that 2000 is like late 2014, 2015, the whole year, almost to like early 2016. Fetty was on fire, and a lot of y'all young niggas don't know that, bro, because this is 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't outside yet, but for niggas that know, Fetty had this shit on lock for a minute. So welcome home, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you do something with it. It's rare we see rappers come home and do great shit after prison, bro. Like, I feel like we haven't been seeing anybody come home and do just go crazy. Like, Pooh almost did it, but then he went back to jail. Like, but Pooh was the hope.
Yeah, he'll be out in April though.
That's not too long.
He'll be out in April. As far as Fetty, I think yes, he got about a month. I think Fetty got a month. If he doesn't put out either an album or a good single, he's back to regular. Like, you know, he only got a month window while he's fresh, while he's trending, where he could really, you know, turn up. So I don't know if we're gonna get that from Fetty because there was all that time where he was just chilling.
Yeah.
You know, he dropped the Yam shit. That was cool, but I think that one of the main reasons that Yams went off, obviously, it's a dope song.
Yeah.
And because he was viral because he's going to
hey,
jail.
but look,
You know
shout
what I'm
out
saying?
shout out to Albie Al. He's from MC from Jersey. He was talking about how he was talking to Fetty every day and how Fetty was ready, and he was just talking about how they were ready to get in the studio when he got home. So even if it ain't on the national level how it was before,
that's
the
cool.
fact that his mind is on work just lets me know, okay, like.
Yeah, but he you know, like I said, he has a month. He has a month from the time that he gets. Matter of fact, I give him a month and a half, almost 2 months. He got 2 months to put something out that the fans could gravitate to, and I think that he'll be able to revive some of what
was lost.
Just being relevant, being relevant. You know what I mean? So, if he doesn't do that, then it's just back to the same old shit. You know what I mean? I love Fetty Wap. I love a lot of his songs, but. I don't know. Put something out. Put some shit out, nigga.
That's real. Hey,
put some shit
I
out.
can't be mad at that.
Collab with 50 Cent. Collab with all these people. You know, collab with the Thugs and the Gunners and the whoever's hot. The Babies. This is your time. You're viral right now, so I think a lot of them wouldn't mind doing a song with you, and he just needs a couple of those, and then he could be able to get back up on the ladder. You know, he can't get back to where he was at, nigga, because he was a fucking. He might be able to consistently make music again, and people listen to it.
For
you
real
know what I mean? So, because niggas wasn't really fucking with Fetty, but
hell nah.
I mean, he was cool
because he just started. He had just Fetty had just
shit,
started to kind of like come back into the scene. He started getting interviewed. Like, remember when he did that interview with Adam 22, and he was basically talking about how he was trying to put Monty on My Way, but Drake was like, nah, I just wanted to be me and you. And then he was like, well, I can't put it out if we ain't put Monty on it, because like, you know what I'm saying, that's my dog. And then them niggas ended up leaking the song.
Nigga, he need to be on Drake's new album.
Bruh.
If Fetty on Drake's new album, then he going.
It's only one rapper on Drake's new album. I promise you that, and that's 21. That's the only nigga I see being on Drake's album. We could talk about it.
Maybe.
We could talk about it, but Iceman coming soon. I done seen Act post about it like 1,000 times. Nigga said his goal always delivers. So Iceman is coming soon. Any early predictions?
I think before he puts it out, bruh, he should let Act listen to the whole album first, nigga, and you know what I'm saying? Let Act kind of curate what the people really want to hear from him. Because if he just puts it out,
that's the worst idea he can do, bruh. He better off putting that shit in the hands of Joe, nigga. You're putting it in the hands of Act like it's gonna.
Fuck no, Joe doesn't make no damn music.
What do you mean, Joe don't?
Joe ain't had a hit since
Act ain't never had a hit.
Pump It Up.
But that's the thing. We're not going to Act.
Act has his ear to the streets. Act has his ear to the streets, and he knows what's hot and he knows what isn't.
Okay. All I'm saying is, I don't think Drake would do that because, nigga, Act is just so. Not that Act is bad. It's just Act is such a fan of Drake that you're putting the material in the hands of a nigga who is biased, and people are gonna be able to see through that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like putting it in the hands of somebody like Joe, who's unbiased. If it's heat, then it's like, oh, somebody that doesn't really like Drake likes this album. And I feel like there's more value there than just giving it to a fan. Giving it to Act is like giving it to a fan.
I feel like Ack will be able to separate that and be able to give him an honest opinion.
Ack loves Drake.
I don't think Ack is just super biased Drake, as far. Yeah, but he's not gonna be like, oh yeah, all this shit was hard, nigga. He loves 21, and he said the album was alright.
But he's not. It was cool.
He didn't say, "Oh my God, this is the best album ever."
He likes 21 more so as a guy, as a friend. He's a fan of Drake. He stated that. Ack has stated that. So I don't think putting the album in his hands is as valuable as putting it in the hands of somebody like a Joe. But I do think having Act turn the album up like this is valuable. I just don't think he should let him stream the album and be like, hey, this is Drake's new album. Fuck no. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
I feel you. Like I said, you know, we'll see. I hope he does put Fetty. Fetty just needs a look. He needs a look right now. He needs a Glorilla feature. He needs he just needs a feature.
I'm telling you, New York, bro.
He needs a good song, but he needs a feature, bro.
Like New York and like New Jersey, y'all got some players, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're looking at this shit like a video game, right? The Northeast has some players. It's just I feel like they haven't moved the pieces to the right areas yet. Because why don't we hear more Lola Brooke hooks? You feel me? Like she's like she's
she's
like
not fucking.
She's like you said what?
She's not fucking. She had a couple. She had a song 2, 3, right? But she's not fucking, bro. What do you mean? Why else wouldn't we hear her? She's dope.
Of course she's dope. Oh, what I'm saying is like you just have to pair people like just different tastes. Like when you're making music, like just add different flavors. Like, and maybe that is the case. I don't know, but I just think we should hear. Like to me, she's like New York's Glorilla, in a way. Like they kind of have like similar like energies to them. Like Lola's is just New York and Glow's is just Memphis, but they kind of got that same like not sound, but more so like energy. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to.
Lola Brooke like hard. She hard, but she you know she hard. I like Lola Brooke. I ain't got.
You know what I'm saying they should utilize her more. Utilize Fetty more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you gotta have a certain you gotta have a certain status. That's what it is. She didn't get up to the status to where people
what
utilize
you mean, nigga? Like
Glorilla. The difference between her and Glorilla, that Glorilla had multiple hits and got up to the status.
But that's what took her there though.
They like, oh yeah, you should work with her.
Her personality. You know what I'm saying? It was like the accent, and it was paired with the hits. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, when I seen Lola on Joe, or when I seen like just Lola in interviews, I'm like, dang, she kind of got that energy to her, like that, like she turning up and shit. But like, I just feel like maybe she hasn't been paid.
You don't have no hit song right now.
But she got a couple that's like bubbled a little bit. Like she got the Don't Play With Him. Of course, that's her one. But she had a record. I think it was with Bryson Tiller. And I'm like, damn, like she sounds cold on this shit. Like she sounds like a young Foxy or whatever, right? But like, how does a young Foxy exist today? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does a young Foxy exist today?
She's not on. She doesn't, and that's why she's not really on too much.
Nah, I'm telling you, bro. I think with this shit,
but she not.
I think with this shit, bro, everybody has a shot. That's just how I feel. Everybody has a shot.
Yeah, but she already had her shot. That's what I'm saying. She's in her shot now.
I think
it's not like she's a brand new artist and that she's coming up.
I think you can.
So what song is she gonna get on?
No, but there's a song for her to get on.
You see what I'm saying? They're not using her.
But you can ask that for anybody. Like you can say, okay, what is Drake's next album gonna sound like? And you can be like, I don't know, but I know it's gonna be some shit on there.
Yeah, but even if she has an album, right? Even if that shit is hard, she doesn't have enough fans for her to break out into the. She gotta have a bona fide hit record, just like any other person.
That's my point. I think that with her in her position, there is a possibility.
She needs a solo bona fide
that it could happen.
They got Ice Spice. They go to Ice Spice before they go to Logan.
And not if the record is harder.
Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay.
Nah, I don't believe that. But hey, to be continued. I would like to hear more Lola Brooke. Shit. And shout out her boyfriend too, Doughboy. I want to hear more Doughboy. Like, hit that nigga's voice is crazy on certain beats, bro. It's like, I don't know, like when I hear music, I think of it like almost like cinematically. So when I hear certain voices,
that's another reason too. She shouldn't have a boyfriend.
I mean,
that's another reason why she shouldn't have a boyfriend, or it shouldn't be public. But it is. So now everybody that would work with her to, you know, at least try to smash or try to get her on the track, they're like, nah, she goes out with Doughboy. Fuck it.
But I don't think that has anything
with
to
women.
do
There's
like
a different dynamic to the game.
Yes, of course.
It does, because with women, there's a different dynamic to the game. Like, men. And it's sad to say, unless you're like the Nickies or whatever, the Cardis. But even then, like, a lot of the men that are on top work with you because they want to smash. And though you don't let them, not saying they all let them, I'm just saying, like, that is one of the major factors, and your talent. But talent, come on.
I mean, of course. I know. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, like,
at your law firm, and it's a bad bitch. You're hiring her because she's a bad bitch, not because she graduated from Harvard.
I don't know though, bro. I don't know. I feel like that kind of goes to our sexual discipline content, like, right? Like, because if you on a
but everybody ain't sexual.
But what I'm saying is, if you have a law firm that's making millions of dollars, you're not gonna risk it all just to smash some secretary that works for you.
See, but that's what I'm saying. You're not risking anything. You're hiring a bad secretary so that you can see her every day and potentially smash. And if she doesn't let you smash, then she's fired. You're not risking anything by hiring somebody and firing them. What are you risking? Just from what you said, your law firm is already successful.
You're risking a lot. She gets pregnant. You don't want her to keep the baby. She wants to keep the baby. She goes public. She does this. She does that. She does this. She accuses you of this. Now,
but that's semantics.
How is that semantics? That's real shit that just happened.
Because now it's just going into all that other shit. Yes, that does happen. It does. But it doesn't just happen all the fucking time. And that's why when it does happen, it's such a big story, and it makes so much impact, because that doesn't happen all the time. It barely ever happens.
In the grand scheme.
But you're right though. If it does happen, then you're cooked.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we went off on a tangent, nigga. We just been yapping on this bitch.
Oh God.
Hey, that was a vibe, though. Cool. Welcome.
Sorry,
Tap back in. You know what I'm saying?
We go off sometimes, man. You know, that's
why. Last thing I wanted to get to, they announced the new Hot 97 host, the Kid Mero. Actually, I thought of this, and that's smart. That's very smart. Because he does have a cult fan base. And, two, I think his voice and his energy is what the people want to hear. I think Ebro started to become a bit too opinionated. You know what I'm saying? And I think people just want to have, like, fun. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to feel like their car ride to work is so serious, or like they're being told the world is ending. I think the Kid Mero is more like funny. He got the Carmelo connect, so Melo probably gonna be on the show hella now. He might fuck around, bring Lala back. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the Kid Mero is a great choice. Shout out to High 97. I do wonder how Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg feel about it, if they knew.
And I don't think they knew, but they know now. And I'm sure they'll talk about how they feel on their little
on
podcast.
their little podcast that they have now is fucking crazy, bro. Hey man, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's not so funny when the rabbit has the gun out. Yeah, they're gonna talk about it
on their little podcast. Is crazy, bro. Like you talk about Ebro, Laura Stars, and Rosenberg.
Shoot, that's what Ebro said. That's what Ebro said to a lot of the other people. He said, "Oh, y'all just talking on your little podcasts and your little YouTube channels." Well, guess what? Now you're on a little podcast, and
I guess you gotta eat that. Huh? Yeah, you gotta eat that. Damn. Those tables, man. Those tables.
It's tough.
Shit, Ebro's a DJ. You know how they turn. But shout out
Kid Mero though.
Yeah, shout out Mero. That's a lit job, and that's an extra what? Probably like how much a year? Cause they done fired 3 niggas. Nigga, the budget breathing now. I'm walking out $950 a year. Fuck it.
Probably so.
Nah, that's hard though. That's hard. And that's just a dope job. Honestly, bro, just being a New York radio show morning host, like morning radio show host, like waking the people up. Like, that's hard. That is hard. So, shout out him. And, yo, I think that's it for the day.
You just finished watching another episode of the Man What podcast. Man What? You here with Auntie. Yeah, you already know the vibes. I'm here with Khalil Jamal to go down every single time we touch this microphone, man. We gave y'all a great episode this time. Long episode, so y'all sit back, relax, enjoy the motherfucking show. We got more shit coming. If you made it this far, click the video somewhere around here, right? We got so many other videos, you know, just to continue the journey, man. Shout out all the fans. Shout out TikTok, Instagram, everywhere where y'all interact with the content, man. We love y'all, bro. We're going to keep it fresh. We got so much shit coming this year. We are on the road to 1,000, man. So if you can help in any way, man, click that subscribe button. You feel me? Shout out Gam Gam. This is her favorite podcast, man. It goes down every single time. Man. What? We out this bitch.